Imagine this. It's late at night, and you're exhausted, ready to fall asleep. But just as you close your eyes, you feel it, an uncontrollable urge to move your legs. It's like something is crawling, tingling, or pulling inside them. You try to ignore it, but the feeling only gets worse. This is what I face almost every night. It's called Restless Legs Syndrome, or RLS, and today, I'm going to share my journey with this condition, what it feels like, how it's affected my life, and what I've learned to manage it. If you've ever experienced this, or know someone who has, this video is for you. Restless Legs Syndrome, also known as Willis-Ekbom disease, is a neurological condition that causes an overwhelming urge to move your legs, usually because of uncomfortable sensations deep inside them. These sensations are often described as creeping, crawling, itching, pulling, or even electric shocks. The symptoms typically get worse when you're resting, especially at night, which makes it incredibly hard to relax or fall asleep. For me, it's the nights that are the toughest. Just when I'm ready to sleep, the sensations start, and I have to get up and move around to find some relief. Let me tell you a bit about my experience. It started a few years ago. At first, I thought it was just normal restlessness or maybe even stress. But then, the sensations became more intense, especially at night. I'd be lying in bed, and suddenly, it felt like my legs had a mind of their own. I'd get this irresistible urge to move them, and if I didn't, the discomfort would just keep building. It got to the point where I was losing sleep almost every night, and the fatigue was affecting my work and my mood. I felt frustrated and alone, like no one understood what I was going through. After weeks of struggling, I finally decided to see a doctor. At first, it wasn't easy to explain what I was feeling. How do you describe something that feels like bugs crawling under your skin? But my doctor listened carefully and asked me a series of questions about my symptoms. They also ran some blood tests to check for iron deficiency, which is a common trigger for RLS. Turns out, my iron levels were low, and that was likely contributing to my symptoms. Getting diagnosed was a relief because it meant I wasn't imagining things. This was a real condition, and there were ways to manage it. Over time, I've learned a lot about what works and what doesn't. For me, lifestyle changes have made a big difference. I've started exercising regularly, but not too close to bedtime, as that can sometimes make things worse. I've also cut back on caffeine and alcohol, especially in the evenings, because they tend to trigger my symptoms. One of the most helpful things has been establishing a bedtime routine, taking a warm bath, doing some light stretching, and using a heating pad on my legs. These small changes have helped me relax and reduce the intensity of the sensations. Medications have also been part of my treatment plan. My doctor prescribed a dopamine agonist, which helps regulate the chemicals in my brain that control movement. It's not a cure, but it has significantly reduced my symptoms. I've also tried iron supplements to address the deficiency, and they've made a noticeable difference. Of course, everyone's experience with RLS is different, so what works for me might not work for everyone. But the key is to keep trying and not lose hope. Living with RLS can be challenging, especially on those nights when the symptoms feel unbearable. But I've learned to be patient with myself and to focus on the things I can control. I've also found comfort in connecting with others who have RLS, whether it's through online support groups or just talking to friends and family about what I'm going through. Knowing that I'm not alone has made a huge difference. If you're watching this and you think you might have RLS, I want you to know that you're not alone either. This condition can feel isolating, but there are millions of people out there who understand exactly what you're going through. My advice? Don't ignore your symptoms. Talk to a doctor, get a proper diagnosis, and start exploring treatment options. It might take some time to find what works for you, but relief is possible. And if you don't have RLS but know someone who does, please be patient and supportive. It's not just about the physical discomfort, it's the emotional toll of not being able to sleep or relax that can really wear a person down. Sometimes, just having someone to talk to can make all the difference. So, that's my story. RLS is a part of my life, but it doesn't define me. With the right tools and support, I've learned to manage it and live a fulfilling life. If you're struggling with RLS, I hope this video has given you some hope and practical tips to try. Remember, you're stronger than you think, and you don't have to face this alone. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share this video with anyone who might need it. Together, we can raise awareness and help others find relief.